Hello guys, this is your friend and we are back with a new fanfic. What if Naruto's forbidden harem began with Kurenai, Yuga and Mikoto? Part 1. And if enjoyed this fanfic, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And now let's start the fanfic. Forest outside Konohagakure. Naruto Uzumaki stepped out into a small clearing he had found quite some distance away from Konohagakure. It was out of the way of many of the village's main roads and shinobi often never passed through here. It made a great training spot, he decided, as he went about setting up some simple targets around the trees in the area. The academy final exams were coming soon, and if he failed these again it would signal the third time he had failed and most likely mark an end to his shinobi career before it even began. Taking off his jacket and setting it aside, Naruto readied his shuriken and kunai to begin practice before he moved on to his jutsu training later on. Alright, time to get to training, Naruto cheerfully said as he stretched. And after this I'll go get a nice large bowl of Ichiraku ramen, he said cheerfully before lunging at the targets beginning his training. Not too far away and approaching fast, the Jonin Kunoichi Kurenai Yungi blazed through the trees, trying desperately to reach Konoha as quickly as possible. It hadn't been a difficult mission at the start. A local group of men had set up shop in a small town and had started drugging women and using them as playthings once they had injected them with a powerful aphrodisiac. Thankfully they hadn't been in business too long before a mission request was sent into Konohagakure and Kurenai accepted the mission to rid the town of these men. She had entered the compound and quickly set off to take them out. It was going smoothly as they posed no real challenge for her, so she conserved her chakra and didn't bother with genjutsu. She had set free the girls they had, but in the confusion two missing Anyong appeared who had been hired by the gang. They had been chunin and also not very impressive, but she nonetheless let her guard down. Kurenai had been injected with a syringe in the thigh during the skirmish. She had killed the two ninja and finished the job. However, she quickly realized what was going on with her and immediately took off towards Konoha where they could remove the toxin from her system. Now so close to home, it was getting harder and harder to concentrate as her body burned for release. Her vision was blurry and her chakra control was slipping as she tried to concentrate. Finally she slipped up and crashed stomach first into a tree branch. Slipping down, she crashed hard on the ground. It was getting worse now. Her body was on fire, desperate for release. Her underwear already soaked off with her wetness, she darted a hand between her legs and tried to relieve some of her desire as she still crawled forward trying to get home. She moved slowly and soon entered a small clearing. She heard the sound of a kunai embedding a tree some distance away and spotted a young boy practicing close by. Naruto turned quickly after hearing someone close by. Then he saw a woman stumble into the clearing. She was an older woman who Naruto immediately recognized as a ninja that he sometimes saw around the village or at the Hokage's tower when he went to see the old man. She was very beautiful, Naruto thought. She had long black hair, somewhat messy, but it only made her look even more irresistible. She was wearing a white bandage-like dress with more or less the standard shinobi-style sandals. However, Naruto quickly noticed something was wrong with the woman. She was panting heavily and sweating quite a bit. She was holding her stomach with one hand and had the other down between her legs. Naruto quickly moved over to see if she was injured. After all, this hadn't been the first time he saw ninjas entering the village injured and on the way to the hospital. "Hey miss, are you okay? Do you need some help?" he said, rushing over to stand in front of her. Kurenai looked up, a look lust and passion on her face, though Naruto didn't recognize it as such. Kurenai's mind, already affected by the drug and not thinking clearly, decided not to care about it right now and threw herself at the boy, hungry for release. "Whoa, what are you doing?" Naruto yelled as the woman tackled him to the ground. "Shush, please, I just need a little help," she gasped before wrapping her arms around him and kissing him full on the lips. Naruto's eyes shot wide at that, but it only allowed the woman to thrust her tongue into his mouth. Effectively unable to talk, Naruto lay there as the older woman moved her warm tongue inside his mouth. Naruto relaxed only slightly and stopped moving around so much as he began to enjoy the taste and what the woman was doing to him. Feeling the boy start relax, Kurenai slipped one of her hands down and grabbed the boy through his pants. "What are you doing?" Naruto asked as Kurenai pulled away for a bit. She looked dazed as she licked the small amount of saliva on her lips. Don't worry, you'll enjoy this, she whispered as she reached over and pulled off his shirt. Naruto, breathing hard, stared silently as the woman reached to her own shirt and pulled off her top part of her dress, undoing the bandages and removing her chainmail shirt, revealing her bare chest to the boy. Naruto, completely awestruck by what he was seeing, didn't even notice as the woman undid the front of his pants a bit. Moving down, she planted her S on the boy and once again brought her lips to his. Amazed by the feeling of her woman's amazing chest on his own, Naruto relaxed again as the woman slipped her hand down his pants. Her mind still not quite right, Kurenai nonetheless still realized that she had found something unexpected. She pulled back and despite Naruto's protests she slipped his pants down, revealing her big discovery. Kurenai let out a moan as she laid eyes on the boys. He was semi-hard, but already Kurenai could tell he was very big considering his age. Almost in a daze she reached out and used both her hands to touch him. Naruto laid on the floor wincing as the woman touched him there, but it was pleasant and sending him feelings he had never experienced before. Soon he had grown to his full length in her hands and Kurenai looked at him amazed at what she had discovered. The boy was easily as big as men in those magazines that Anko sometimes showed her. Dreamily she stood up and removed the last of her clothing above Naruto, letting him see her in all her glory. Naruto stayed there, his eyes glued to what he was seeing, his eyes traveling down her body, seeing her erect nipples down to a cleanly trimmed bush of hair that she had down between her legs. He had of course known what was, he had found out a lot about it when he was doing research for his Waijutsu in those magazines. He knew that what he was doing was also not right by people's moral standards, but here with this woman he couldn't have cared less. Kurenai couldn't hold it anymore and moved down and grabbed his and moved her mouth onto the tip where she started licking him while one of her hands moved to her dripping core and began to slide her two middle fingers in and out. Naruto clutched at the grass beneath him and leaned back as he felt the woman take him into her mouth. It was wet, warm and felt amazing. Taking him in fully, Kurenai began to slide her tongue up and down his length while furiously working her hand down at her. Eh, Naruto cried as the woman moved her head up and down on him, doing things to him he had never felt before in his life. It was an amazing feeling, Naruto thought as he opened his eyes and looked down at the woman's face as her ruby red lips slid once again down his shaft, shiny with her saliva. Naruto felt it building up inside of him and started thrusting his pelvis up, trying to seek a release to the pleasure. Kurenai felt him twitch in her mouth and knew he was close. Seeking her wonderful gift that she so desperately needed, Kurenai took him deeply into her mouth and sucked hard while her hand cupped his balls, gently massaging them. Naruto tensed and finally blew. Kurenai felt the first shot hit the back of her throat and pulled back to allow the rest of his seed into her mouth so she could taste him. Naruto gasped hard as load after load shot into her mouth, where she eagerly drank it down as it entered her mouth. Finally done, Kurenai moved her tongue around his, lapping up any remaining fluid that had escaped her mouth. Naruto meanwhile was enjoying the aftermath of his release and the delicate ministrations of the woman. Feeling her move away from him, Naruto looked up and saw the woman looking at him lustfully. "So, how did you like that?" she said, smiling gently. Naruto sat up. "That was amazing, but who are you?" Naruto asked. Kurenai moved closer to him. "My name is Kurenai Yunhi," she said. Naruto nodded, admiring the older woman's body. "Oh, I'm Naruto Uzumaki," he said. Kurenai's foggy mind briefly attempted to remember why that name ringed a bell but wrote it off as not important. She had other things on her mind at the moment. Smiling, Kurenai stood up and helped Naruto stand up as well. "Well then Naruto, I hope you enjoyed that, but I think it's my turn now, don't you think?" she said and hugged him close to her body. Feeling Kurenai's body on his own, Naruto moved his own arms around her as she bent down and captured his lips in another kiss. Pulling away, Kurenai looked around and spotted a nearby flat rock that seemed to be able to do the job nicely. She moved over to it, taking Naruto along by the hand. She turned and sat down on the edge, then gently spread her legs open, allowing Naruto to see her fully. "See how wet I am, Naruto-kun," she said, placing her hand over her matted pubic hair and opening herself down there. Naruto couldn't believe what he was seeing and once again thought back to his research on the female body he had done to learn how to properly pull off his Waijutsu. "Please, Don't make wait any longer, Naruto-kun. Use your tongue and lick me. She moaned. Naruto nodded and moved in between her legs, ready to repay her for how good she had made him feel earlier. Naruto moved his head in and instantly smelled her wet core. It was intoxicating and oh so welcoming to his senses. Naruto opened his mouth and ran the tip of his tongue up the length of her slit. Tasting her for the first time, Naruto truly believed that he had found the one thing in the world that tasted better than ramen. Wanting more, Naruto moved back in and began to explore Kurenai in earnest with his mouth. Oh, yes, that feels so good. Don't stop, Naruto, make me feel good. Kurenai moaned as Naruto began to explore the deep corners of her with his mouth. Kurenai moved her hands to her ass and began to rub her hard nipples, trying to maximize the pleasure she was receiving. Naruto continued on, eagerly seeking to make Kurenai as happy as she had made her. Naruto soon found something atop her opening and licked there. Suddenly Kurenai made her pleasure obvious. Oh yes, right there. Keep doing that, Naruto. Don't stop, she screamed. Encouraged by her moaning, Naruto concentrated there as she seemed to get even wetter than before. Kurenai moved her legs behind Naruto and trapped his head between her thighs, trying to bring him even closer into her as she could. Naruto began to speed up and wrapped his arms around her legs as she began to tremble. Yes, yes, oh, yes, Kurenai cried in rapture as she finally reached her peak and exploded, sending a torrent of her UL fluids gushing out of her. Naruto barely had any warning as she pushed her more into his face and exploded, sending her liquids into his open mouth and all over his face as Kurenai finally went limp and laid spread on the rock, breathing heavily, trying to regain her breath after her amazing orgasm that had finally calmed the fires of lust that had built up inside her up until now. Finally released from the vice grip Kurenai's thighs had him in, Naruto stepped up and admired the beautiful goddess that he had given pleasure to. Kurenai opened her eyes and looked at Naruto. She saw he had gotten hard again and smiled. Kurenai sat up, still breathing deeply, and wrapped her arms around Naruto. Moving in, she captured his lips in hers and began to gently kiss him, tasting herself in his mouth. Naruto closed his eyes and stayed there, enjoying the kiss with Kurenai. Pulling away, she moved Naruto into her lap once again, captured his lips and began a hot make-out kiss while one of her hands pressed down and grabbed hold of Naruto's. Naruto moaned as the goddess that was Kurenai continued the kiss while stroking him up and down with her hand. Placing one of her fingers at the tip of his, Naruto twitched as he felt once again closer to that amazing relief that he had felt once before. Kurenai, knowing he was close, sped up and was soon rewarded when Naruto came once again. Oh Kurenai, that feels so good, Naruto exclaimed as he shot his load into her hand. Coming down from the pleasure, Naruto noticed that Kurenai had brought her head to her mouth and was gently licking her fingers clean of the semen. One by one Kurenai licked her fingers as strands of Naruto's cum dangled between them. Having finished with her work, Kurenai smiled at Naruto, both their faces flushed and excited. You taste good, Naruto-kun, but I think it's time for the main course, she said, then moved him off her and pushed him onto the rock where she had been sitting on. Main course? Naruto asked. Kurenai smiled and moved him into a better position on top of the rock and crawled up on top of him. Of course, Naru-kun, things only get better from here on out, she said, then began stroking him again. It didn't take long and once again Naruto was stiff again. Kurenai smiled. This is when the real fun begins, she said lustfully as she moved up, positioned his at her entrance and sat down heavily, sending Naruto's full length into herself in one quick motion. Hey, Kurenai, Naruto moaned as he felt himself inside of the beautiful goddess on top of him. Oh, God, yes, Kurenai cried as she finally felt Naruto's huge deep inside her. Wanting that initial pleasure to continue, Kurenai moved up then dropped back down, letting Naruto's hard length pierce her again and again as she moved uncontrollably, seeking that wonderful feeling of ecstasy once more. Naruto opened his eyes and was met with Kurenai's lustful expression as she moved down, still moving up and down on his hard. Naru-kun, lick them, suck them, please just give a little more, she cried as she trusted her chest onto his face. Naruto, more than willing to do so, moved his hands and captured one of the heaving ass in his hands and ran his tongue across it. Oh, yes, that's it, keep it up, Kurenai cried as she felt Naruto begin to suck on her. Naruto had taken Kurenai's nibble in his mouth and began to gently suck as his tongue lapped at her nipple. She had been sweating earlier, which had left a small amount of a salty taste on her body, but Naruto didn't care. He loved this taste. Perhaps it was that he never had a mother and had never been fed, but Naruto now knew why he often saw women hit their husbands and boyfriends when they looked at other women, as were truly a wonderful thing. Naruto happily sucked on Kurenai's chest, alternating between the two and making sure the other one got some attention too by rubbing it with his hand. They had continued like that for close to 30 minutes, Naruto giving Kurenai's chest attention as Kurenai happily bounced up and down on top of him. Pretty soon, however, Naruto felt himself about to burst. By this time Kurenai had lost all awareness around her. All her attention was on the wonderful feeling that Naruto's was giving her between her legs. She had her head up, mouth open, and drool coming out of her mouth as she begged Naruto to give her more. "Naruto, I'm almost there. Give me more, please," Kurenai cried, thrusting up and down on him, their bodies making lewd noises as their flesh slapped together, wet from their UL fluids. Naruto had finally reached his peak. "Kurenai, I'm coming," Naruto yelled and finally came straight into her soaking wet. Kurenai felt his hot cum enter her and was finally pushed to the edge. She slammed down a final time and burst her orgasm, hitting her full on as she came hard, leaning back and letting out a scream of pure ecstasy. "Eh!" Kurenai screamed. It seemed as though she had finally gotten what she had so desperately wanted in her whole life at that one very moment in time. With her orgasm finally tapering off, she fell forward onto Naruto and held him close. Naruto stayed there holding on to Kurenai. Kurenai made one final movement and turned, dropping herself and Naruto down onto the ground with him on top of her. With Naruto still inside her, Kurenai just wrapped her limbs around him and held him close as she finally felt relief. Naruto, exhausted from the ordeal and completely spent, followed after Kurenai soon after and fell asleep there in the forest. However, high up on a tree overlooking the forest clearing stood a person dressed in full Ambu Black Ops gear, wearing an Ambu mask. It was a woman, the long purple hair sticking out of the sides of her mask and the swell of the S on the front body armor a dead giveaway. The figure simply stayed there, observing, not moving an inch from her position in the trees. Comma. A few hours later, Kurenai Yungi felt the sudden cool breeze of the wind against her side. Still groggy, she could barely remember where she was or how she got there. Spending a few more minutes there, her senses began to slowly trickle back to her. A move of her hand told her she was on the floor outside on the grass. And then another breeze quickly alerted her that she was. Wait, Kurenai thought, then quickly tried to get up. She moved and all of a sudden was hit by all sorts of stimuli. First was the weight on top of her, then the feeling of skin on skin indicating that whoever was with her was also, then the last feeling. The movement of her getting up moved something down there, and to her horror realized that something was partially inside of her. Kurenai opened her eyes and looked down quickly. What the hell, she thought in morbid fascination as she spotted a mat of blonde hair between her ears. Shocked into silence and not even able to try to move, she continued to stare down at the person on top of her. Kurenai looked and finally the words came to her mind. I had with Naruto Uzumaki. She thought, still paralyzed. Breathing quickly, she slowly started to remember. That's right, I was injected with something during the mission, I was on my back. She remembered. But then how did we? She tried to remember, then slowly it started coming back to her. The run through the forest trying to get to the hospital before she got any worse, the slip-up that sent her crashing down to the ground. Then finding him there practicing his kunai throwing. Then as quickly as that she started getting the rest. The feel of his lips, the taste of his mouth, the taste of his seed, the feeling of his pounding away at her. Kurenai laid back and simply remembered what it had been like. It had been a very long time since she had ever had, and today she had just had with a kid not even out of the academy, and she could honestly tell herself that it was the best she thought she might ever have in her life. Lying there, suddenly realized what she was doing. Looking down, she saw her hand gently stroking Naruto's hair, enjoying the feeling of his breath on her chest and the snug fit of his now limp still making its presence known inside her. Kurenai closed her eyes and thought of what she should do. On one hand, what had happened was completely wrong and unacceptable. It had happened out of drugs and not of her own free will. On the other hand, she realized that today she had just had her first true orgasms and some of the best in the world. Kurenai opened her eyes and looked down at the young boy. Well, no one was to know but us, right? She thought. I must be going crazy, but she blushed as she remembered something that she had discovered. For such a young guy, he sure is big. She thought, blushing horribly at what she had decided to do. Well, better get to it then. She mused out loud, then gently got up, taking Naruto off of her but still holding on to him. She was unprepared, however, for the sudden wave of pleasure that spread from her once she took him out of her. Once she did, however, a white mixture of her and his UL fluids poured out of her, spreading out onto the ground. Good God, she thought as she felt her finally freed of his and the juices following out of her. Naruto finally awoke and opened his eyes, seeing Kurenai's amazingly red one stare deep into his own. Naruto, fully awake, moved away from her, slightly unsure if he had only just had an amazing dream. No time like the present, Kurenai thought to herself, and leaned in and kissed him gently on the lips. Naruto's eyes widened a bit before he closed his too and kissed back. They pulled apart, both blushing and embarrassed as they recalled their past activities. Why did we do that? Naruto asked, confused and unsure of why it had all happened. I wasn't myself entirely today, Naruto, but what happened, I'm glad it did. She told him, smiling gently. Naruto looked away, embarrassed. I'm glad too, Naruto said. Kurenai smiled, then looked down, realizing their state of dress. Come on, Naruto, we should get cleaned up and dressed before we talk. I'm sure I remember a small river around here somewhere. Oh right, I know where it is, Naruto said, embarrassed to be laying there on the ground with an adult woman. Kurenai smiled as she and Naruto stood up. Picking up their clothes, Kurenai took Naruto's hand and held it as they made their way over to the stream. Getting there rather quickly, they set their things down on the side of the river and stepped under the small waterfall, using it as a natural shower head. The water was only a little cold, but Kurenai went over and wrapped her arms around Naruto so they both could feel a little warmer. What happens now? Naruto asked as he leaned into her warm embrace. Well, she said, moving him closer to her, cuddling up to him. I wouldn't want this to be a one-time thing. So maybe we can still see each other, she said. Naruto turned to look at her. You mean like boyfriend and girlfriend? He asked. Kurenai turned him around to face him and leaned down. Yes, do you want to be my boyfriend, Naruto? She asked, blushing horribly at asking such a question to such a young boy. Of course, I want you to be my girlfriend too, he said, smiling brightly. Kurenai smiled and took his lips in her own and kissed him. All right then, she said, pulling away. From now on you're my boyfriend. But you have to realize, Naruto, that we can't let anyone else know about this or we can both get into trouble. Well, maybe only me, seeing as I'm the adult, she said. Don't worry, I understand, he said, smiling. Kurenai smiled back, pressing her forehead to his as they looked into each other's eyes. Kurenai once again kissed him, this time slipping her tongue out and into his mouth. They kissed for a while, their hand roaming each other's bodies as they bathed under the stream's small waterfall. Up above in the trees, the Ambu stood still, watching them from a distance as their romantic whispers and erotic caresses turned into lustful moans and heavy panting. It's fortunate that I was assigned to find the kid today. Who knows, someone else might have run off to tell the Hokage hours ago. The peeping Ambu mused as she settled in to watch round 2 start between the new lovers. Kurenai finished adjusting her hair and looked up. The sun was already setting and casting its orange evening glow across the sky. She turned to Naruto, who had already finished getting dressed. All right, Naruto, I'll see you tonight at your house, okay? She said. Naruto nodded, smiling. All right, I'll wait for you there, he said, smiling. Kurenai smiled and waved before disappearing into the trees, off to report to the Hokage and make a convincing enough lie about her tardiness. Naruto looked at the sky and took off towards the village as well, heading in the direction of Ichiraku Ramen to get something to eat before his girlfriend came over tonight. Smiling, Naruto dashed through the trees, the smile never leaving his face. Behind them, the Ambu dropped to the ground, looking to where the two took off to. Well, looks like I have a heavily edited report to turn in tomorrow as well, but I think I'll start in the morning. I have another show tonight. she said before disappearing in a swirl of leaves. Meanwhile, as Kurenai cleared the canopy of treetops and spotted the village, she couldn't get the smile off her face no matter how hard she tried. Just thinking about it made her burst out into laughter. Speeding away into the village, Kurenai continued to smile, never so happy in her life. Konohagakure. Naruto ran down the familiar street on his way to his favorite restaurant. The recent physical activity had participated had been amazing, but it had also made him very hungry. Dodging past the villagers, Naruto quickly reached the small ramen stand and ducked inside. "Hey Naruto, I've been wondering when you'd show up," greeted the cheerful owner of the ramen shop, Teuchi Ichiraku. Naruto smiled brightly as he took his regular seat. "Yeah, I've been pretty busy lately, what with training and all," Naruto said brightly, then suddenly realized something. "Come to think about it, I didn't really train all that much today." Naruto thought to himself. "Oh well, getting a girlfriend more than makes up for it," Naruto thought happily as he remembered the day's events. "You seem pretty happy. Did you have a good day?" Teuchi asked. "Oh, it's just I think I made some real progress today with my training, that's all," Naruto said, scratching the back of his head and smiling. "Is that so? Well, what will you have today?" he asked Naruto while already getting the noodles ready for the ramen. "I'll take a miso to start," Naruto exclaimed. "Alright, one miso coming up," Teuchi said as he got to work. Suddenly the curtains moved and two figures came in who Naruto instantly recognized. "Hey, Shikamaru, Choji, what are you guys up to?" Naruto asked happily. Choji moved forward and sat down as Shikamaru turned towards Naruto. "Huh, oh, it's you Naruto," he said as he sat down. "Nothing much, me and Choji were out hanging around and got hungry. What about you?" Shikamaru asked, noticing the dirt on Naruto's clothes. "Oh me, well, I've been training all day," Naruto said as Teuchi placed the bowl of ramen in front of Naruto and went to take Choji and Shikamaru's orders. Naruto dug into his food as Shikamaru and Choji ordered. "Oh well, hopefully you've been training enough. After all, didn't you fail the last 2 times you tried to pass?" Shikamaru asked. Naruto got a pissed off look in his eyes. "That was just a fluke. This time I'm definitely going to pass," Naruto said in between slurps of his ramen. "Sure, whatever. Just remember to take a bath, your clothes are full of dirt," Shikamaru told him. Naruto looked down at his clothes and realized that indeed they had dirt on them. Probably when Kurenai-chan took them off and threw them on the floor, Naruto thought. Then he realized something. "Wait, dirty. Oh, holy crap," Naruto exclaimed. He quickly stood and reached into his pocket to take out some money. Quickly putting down the right amount on the table, Naruto headed out. "Sorry, gotta go," Naruto yelled as he ran off out of the restaurant. "What the hell was that about?" Choji mumbled with ramen in his mouth. Shikamaru sighed as he turned back to his food. "Troublesome blonde," Shikamaru muttered. "Well, whatever it is, it must be important. He usually eats way more than that," Teuchi said as he picked up Naruto's money and bowl. Naruto's apartment. Back home, Naruto stood in the middle of his room and looked around the place. Everywhere he looked, there were old ramen cups and trash littered around the place. Having always been alone and never having anybody over, Naruto had never really bothered cleaning up after himself. He did of course clean up once in a while, but it was usually because he couldn't take one step before stepping on something. "Well, can let Kurenai-chan see all this mess," he said and moved around the small apartment cleaning up as fast as he could. Naruto finished up quickly and moved over to his bed to wait. He was wearing a pair of shorts and a black t-shirt he had gotten a while ago. Lying down on his bed, Naruto could see the moon from his window. "Wow, a lot's happened today," Naruto thought. "Thought today would be a regular day and instead I met Kurenai." Naruto began to think until the day's events and his quick cleanup of his apartment finally took their toll on him and he drifted off to sleep. Naruto slowly started to wake up. He could feel warmth pressed up against him and a soft, gentle feeling on his lips. Naruto opened his eyes and saw Kurenai on top of him, eyes closed and kissing him softly. Fully awake from his light nap, Naruto returned the attention and began kissing back. Kurenai continued the kiss before she stopped and pulled back, allowing Naruto to see her. "Sorry I took so long, I had to report in then go home and get ready," she said, smiling gently down at him. Naruto meanwhile was dumbstruck. Kurenai was dressed in a soft silky red nightie. The material was thin and the whole thing looked a little bit small on her but had only served to show more of her body as her two nipples were clearly visible underneath the fabric. "Oh, you like it," Kurenai said, motioning towards her attire. "I got it a while back but never really got a chance to use it," she said. Naruto looked up at her. "You're beautiful, Kurenai-chan," Naruto said. Kurenai blushed. "Thank you, Naruto-kun," she said, and once again laid herself on top of him and kissed him once again, this time opening her mouth and slipping her tongue into his mouth. As the kiss grew in intensity, so too did their desire. Hands roaming and tongues gently caressing each other, Naruto and Kurenai let their passions take over once again. Naruto brought his hands up to her chest and gently cupped Kurenai's ass, squeezing and massaging them. Kurenai moaned into his mouth as she felt him touch her. Guiding his hands, she let him slide them under her nightie and onto her bare chest. Kurenai felt Naruto grow in hardness down below as he gently rubbed her nipples. Their kiss grew wetter as Kurenai used her mouth more and began to rub her whole body up and down on top of Naruto. Finally wanting more, Kurenai broke off the kiss and stood up, a bit of saliva still on her lips as she licked it off. Reaching down, she grabbed the hem of her nightie and pulled off her, revealing a small red tongue and her pair of remarkable S to her lover. "Come here, Naruto-kun," she said lustfully as she grabbed her tits and pushed them up. Naruto only nodded, pulled his own shirt off and sat up to capture one of her erect nipples in his mouth. "Oh yes, that's it, keep going," Kurenai cried softly as Naruto used his mouth to pull and tug at her nipples, sending waves of pleasure down her spine. Kurenai wrapped her arms around him as he went to work on her chest. Naruto was in heaven. He had in his hands the most beautiful woman he had ever known, and she was here in his room on his bed and letting him do these amazing things to her. Kurenai felt him grow a little more down there and decided it was time. Reaching down, she grabbed him through his shorts. "I think it's time to move on to something a little more fun, Naruto," she said. Naruto pulled away, running his teeth across her nipples, sending another wave of pleasure through her body. Sitting back, Kurenai moved her hands down to her side and pulled off her tongue and threw it behind, leaving her completely. Naruto followed suit and took off the rest of his clothes. "Lay down, Naruto, I think you'll like this," she said and gently pushed him back down on the bed. Turning, she laid down next to him and turned to face his large. She quickly moved one of her legs up, exposing her to Naruto's face, and took him into her mouth. "Oh, Kurenai-chan, that feels good," he said as he felt her hot mouth take his completely inside. Getting a good suck, she took it out of her mouth. "Make me feel good too, Naruto-kun," she said, running the tip of her tongue up down his length. Naruto looked forward and rested his head on the inside of her thigh, looking directly at her core. Wanting to give her pleasure and wanting so much to once again taste her delicious area. Naruto moved his face right into her and in one quick motion slipped his tongue deep into her entrance. "Oh, yes, Naruto, just like that. Keep going," she exclaimed. Naruto needed no further encouragement and quickly set about sucking, licking and exploring her every nook and cranny. Her smell intoxicated him as his mind was lost in sea of lust. He buried his face into her, feeling her pubic hair on his chin as ate her out. Getting such amazing pleasure, Kurenai moved her hand up to grab his as she bent in more and took one of his balls into her mouth, gently sucking on it. Naruto moaned, sending more waves of pleasure into her. Kurenai was close once. Having spent the last hour or two thinking about having with Naruto had really done a number on her down there, and she wanted some of Naruto's cum fast. Wasting no time, she once again took him into her mouth and let inch after inch of his hot meat into her mouth and into her throat, running her tongue along his length and sucking as she did so. Naruto felt her get more and more aggressive, almost crushing his face into her, desperate for release. The pleasure built and soon it came to both of them. Kurenai felt the first load enter her mouth as she felt herself explode down below, almost crushing Naruto's head between her thighs. "Hey, Naruto!" she screamed as load after load hit her face. Naruto would have cried out, but Kurenai had drenched him more than ever before as the liquid burst forward out of her in gush of her delicious nectar. Naruto and Kurenai moved away from each other, breathing hard, their chests moving up and down as they came down from their orgasms. Kurenai's legs seemed to lose all their strength as she tried to sit up. She still managed to do so and moved over and laid herself next to her lover. She took him into her arms and they held each other as the aftermath of their orgasms wore down. Naruto-kun, she said. Naruto opened his eyes and looked at Kurenai as she stared at his own bright blue eyes with her deep red ones. Finding no more words, Kurenai simply moved in and kissed him once again. The kiss was slow and tender as they both shared their feelings through this one gentle act alone. Pulling away slowly with a strand of saliva still barely connecting their lips, Kurenai moved Naruto on top of her and delicately spread her legs apart, signaling Naruto what she wanted. Knowing how she wanted it, Naruto gently placed his length at her entrance and pushed in, slowly relishing the feel of her hot warmth enveloping his. He slowly pushed in until he could feel her wet pubic hair touch his skin. "Oh yes, Naruto, that feels so good," Kurenai moaned as she felt him enter her completely. "This is amazing, Kurenai-chan, it's so tight," said Naruto as he stayed there while enjoying the sensation of being one with his girlfriend. Slowly getting into rhythm, Naruto began to slowly pull out and push back into her as it molded to fit him snugly each and every time he moved within her. Kurenai closed her eyes and leaned back into the cool bed sheets as her long dark hair formed a black silky halo around her head. Naruto looked down at her, then at the juncture where they were connected. Seeing his length enter her again and again, sliding in and out of that wonderful place as her lower lip swallowed him so lovingly, made him thank God he had chosen today to go out and train. Kurenai moaned as she brought her legs around Naruto's waist, holding him closer to her. Naruto was close, he could feel it. He placed his hands on either side of her and began panting hard as he continued pumping into her. "Kurenai-chan, I'm gonna come," Naruto cried as he continued to enter her. Kurenai opened her eyes and looked up at Naruto as she felt herself come closer as well. Naruto may too. "Just keep going, give it to me," she cried as she got louder and louder. Naruto sped up, almost slamming into her as the wet sounds of their union filled the dark little apartment. Using all his strength, Naruto thrust into her one last time as he felt the last of his control disappear and he gave into the pleasure that had been building up. "Oh, yes," Kurenai yelled as she wrapped her arms and legs around Naruto, trying to bring Naruto as close to her as possible as they both came. Naruto lay there contently in Kurenai's embrace as they came down off their high. The only sounds in the room now were the quiet rhythmic breathing of the two lovers. Kurenai and Naruto laid there looking into each other's eyes when suddenly Kurenai got mischievous look in her eyes. "What?" asked Naruto. Kurenai smiled, reached over and grasped Naruto's in her hands. "Let me make you feel good, Naru-kun," she said and moved lower on the bed. "Oh," Naruto moaned as Kurenai took him into her mouth. "You like that, Naru-kun?" she asked in between, purposefully making lewd slurping noises as she blushed horribly, acting as she was. "Yay, yes, it feels good," Naruto said, feeling himself come closer to coming once again. Kurenai continued to run her tongue all over his, trying to get at that sweet nectar she was craving quite badly. Naruto started breathing hard as Kurenai really go into it, using her two hands and mouth to quickly bring Naruto to come. "Kurenai!" Naruto exclaimed and came. Load after load, Kurenai took it in, keeping it in her mouth, using her tongue to savor it to its fullest. Kurenai sat up, her butt resting on her feet. Slowly she swallowed his cum, delighting in its taste and texture as it slid softly down her throat. She finished and looked down at Naruto. "Did you like that?" she whispered softly. Naruto nodded his head. "Yes, you're amazing, Kurenai-chan." Kurenai smiled, then embarrassingly asked another question. "Naruto, do you want to make me feel good?" she asked. "Of course, Kurenai-chan," he said, sitting up. Kurenai smiled, then moved to where the pillows were. "Alright then, I want you to do something for me then." She put the two pillows on top of each other and laid down on top of them, making her butt stand up in the air. Reaching behind her, she grasped her cheeks and showed Naruto her. "I want you to make here, Naruto. Use your and put it inside here," she said lustfully. Naruto's mind boggled. What? He said, looking at her soft anus. Kurenai moved a hand to her and collected some of her cum and moved up to smear it all over her rear entrance. "I've always wanted to try it, Naruto-kun, and fantasized about it for such a long time, I can't wait anymore," she said as she slid one of her fingers into her anus. Her finger slid in easily. "Don't worry, I cleaned myself. I promise you'll love it too," she said lustfully as she continued fingering herself, waiting for Naruto to touch her there. Naruto was stunned but nonetheless approached her. If she wanted this so bad then he would gladly do it for her, Naruto decided. Moving in, Naruto moved his hand closer and inserted one of his fingers inside next to Kurenai's own finger. Oh, yes, just like that, she cried at feeling her boyfriend touch her there. Years of waiting for the right time had finally paid off as she withdrew her finger and let Naruto explore her. That's it, Naruto, just be gentle and make sure you go slowly, she said as she relaxed into the bed, enjoying the sensations that Naruto was creating down there. Naruto meanwhile started to like doing this. He took in his finger and closed around it as he felt her squirm around his finger. She was so hot and tight inside. Naruto followed what he had seen her do and moved his hand to her to collect more of her cum before putting it on her anus as lubricant. Wanting to give her more, he added another finger into her hot. Oh, Kurenai cried as her whole body shook with pleasure. Meanwhile, a very short distance away on a nearby roof overlooking the bedroom window hidden under a Genjutsu, the Ambu Black Ops member from earlier in the day stood there crouching down with a hand down her pants, frantically fingering herself. God damn, I didn't know the woman liked it in her. I squeal my butt, she's really thrashing down there, the female Ambu thought as she continued pleasuring herself while watching the free show. Back in the apartment, Naruto took out his fingers and positioned his at her rear entrance. Kurenai clutched at the bed sheets in anticipation and was rewarded when she felt her boyfriend's push into her. Ooh, Kurenai cried into the bed as she felt the head of his enter her. Naruto shuddered as her anal ring closed around him, securing him inside her. Pushing in, Naruto was in awe of the tightness of her. It was hotter and tighter than her, and if Kurenai really liked doing this then he was going to make sure his girlfriend enjoyed it anytime she wanted. Naruto set his hands on his goddesses and began to her hard. Naruto, yes, me hard, she yelled into the bed as Naruto really got into it. Quickly putting a hand to her, she started fingering herself furiously as she took inch after inch of Naruto's hard length into her rear. Kurenai-chan, you're so tight, he cried as he continued thrusting into her. The sounds of wet flesh slapping against each other sounded in the room as Naruto and Kurenai continued on and on. Fingers in her, still furiously working her. Kurenai's eyes widened as she felt Naruto explode deep inside her, feeling his hot seed inside her. Kurenai buckled, her toes curling as she came hard. Oh, fuck, yes, she screamed once more as her own orgasm hit and she came, squirting out her cum onto the pillows and bed sheets. Kurenai, Naruto exclaimed as he fired strand after strand of his cum into her. Finally exhausted after the day's events, Naruto collapsed onto Kurenai's back, his still deep inside her. Kurenai and Naruto stayed like that for a while, too tired and satisfied to do much else. Kurenai snuggled into her young boyfriend's chest as they settled in for the night. When Naruto had finally pulled out of her, she had leaked some of it out and onto the bed. They had been forced to throw the sheets off the bed so they didn't sleep on a wet spot. Kurenai simply pressed her cheek against Naruto's chest and snuggled under the light bed cover that he had. The pleasurable phantom feeling in her still lingered there as she pressed her body to her lover. Naruto, she whispered softly as the rays of moonlight shone into the small bedroom. Yes, he asked, holding her close to him. I love you, she whispered. Naruto heard her say those words and stood still. No one has ever said those words to me before, he thought sadly. He held her a little tighter to his body, knowing now more than ever that she truly cared for him and that from now on he truly had something to look forward to in the future. I love you too, Kurenai, he said. Konoha, Naruto's apartment. Morning came again to the village hidden in the leaves, and in one small apartment Naruto Uzumaki was only just waking from his slumber. He opened his eyes, stretching out his body and yawning as he woke up. His sudden movements, however, made it clear that he was alone in the bed. Naruto shot up, looking around the room, his eyes adjusting to the morning light. He looked around the room. What? Where is she? He thought. Then his other senses seemed to wake up and he realized a good smell was coming from the kitchen. Naruto jumped out of bed and retrieved a pair of boxes he had from his dresser before heading into the kitchen. Upon entering, he spotted Kurenai once again wearing the small nightie she had on when she arrived last night. Kurenai felt him enter and turned around from where she was busy cooking some eggs and bacon for breakfast. Oh, good morning, Naruto-kun, she said, smiling. Naruto smiled as he moved over to where she was. Morning, Kurenai-chan. Hey, where did you get eggs from? He said as he stood by her. Kurenai bent down and gave him a quick kiss on the lips. Oh, last night when I arrived I had a quick look around and saw all you had was instant ramen cups. I hope you know from now on I expect you to eat other things, she said, giving him a mock glare. Naruto blushed embarrassingly. Yeah, well, they're easy to make and they're my favorite, he said, chuckling and scratching the back of his head. Kurenai shook her head, turning back to the food. Well, anyway, once I saw there was little food I went to the local grocer and picked up some things for you, she said, pointing to the grocery bags she had gotten before she woke him up last night. Finishing up, Kurenai reached into one of Naruto's cabinets and pulled down 2 plates. In doing so, her small nightie moved up, letting Naruto clearly see that his girlfriend had no panties on. Kurenai turned and saw what Naruto was looking at. She put the plates down and blushed a little as she pulled down her nightie to cover herself up a bit. Oh, I couldn't find my underwear this morning. I must have thrown them somewhere last night, she said, blushing as she served up breakfast for the 2 of them. It's not like it's anything you haven't seen before anyway, she said as she placed the plates of food on the table. Right, of course, Naruto said, still blushing a little bit from having seen her. Kurenai sat down next to him. They both began eating. I've never been much of a cook, so I am not too sure how I did, Kurenai said. Naruto, who was already digging in, turned to her, smiling. Don't worry, this is great. I usually just have a ramen cup or some cereal in the morning, Naruto said happily. Kurenai smiled back, but inside she was a little depressed. This morning, in light of day, she had seen the condition of Naruto's apartment and had realized that he had been living a hard life. Everything he owned looked like its previous owners had thrown out, and he simply come along and picked it up. His fridge had been near empty with an expired container of milk sitting inside. She realized that the life of a container was not easy at all, the 9-tailed fox, that reminded her of what Naruto was. Of course his life was hard, no one wanted to be near him because of that. But thinking about that, she realized that until yesterday she was no different. She looked at Naruto next to her, happily eating breakfast. The only good thing that came from him being a container is that at least everyone left him alone for me to come along and find. She mused sadly at her boyfriend's lack of a social life. Left all alone, of course he doesn't have anyone that cares for him, she thought bitterly. Then a thought struck her. She turned to Naruto. Hey Naruto-kun, before we met, did you have anyone who you liked, like a crush? She asked, wondering if she had stolen him away from one of the girls at the academy. Naruto turned around a little confused. Oh well, there was this one girl, but she didn't like me. She was always going after that kid Sasuke, Naruto thought, remembering Sakura. But it doesn't matter anymore, I have you now, right? He said, smiling. Kurenai reached over and squeezed his hand. Of course, she said, smiling at him. They returned to their food when Naruto turned to her. Hey, what about you? Did you have a crush on anyone? Naruto asked her. Oh well, I've never really dated, but there were 2 people I had a crush on briefly, she said. Who were they? Naruto asked. Well, one was a fellow jonin named Asuma. I kind of wanted to ask him out, but he never really gave me the time of day, she said. Then she thought of her other crush and got a mischievous smile, wondering how Naruto would react. And the other person I had a crush on for a while was a kunoichi named Anko. Naruto's mind boggled at that. What? Another girl? He exclaimed. Kurenai smiled. Well, yes, I guess I'm what you could call Bill. I find men and women equally attractive. After all, I think that it shouldn't matter who you fall in love with as long as you love them and they make you happy, she said. Naruto shook his head, understanding but still a little embarrassed about it. Kurenai saw him blush and moved in closer to him. Hey, don't be getting any ideas about having a threesome with another woman, Naruto, she said playfully. Naruto started stammering out denials as Kurenai laughed at his antics. When Kurenai and Naruto finished breakfast, they stepped into the shower together, at Kurenai's insistence, and washed each other like they had done in the forest yesterday, except this time they tried not to get too affectionate. They got out, dried down each other and brushed their teeth, Kurenai having brought along her personal hygiene products in a small bag. Once in the bedroom, Naruto was looking for something to wear as Kurenai got dressed into her regular white bandaged dress she often wore for missions. I hope you know that as soon as we have time together I am getting rid of those ugly orange clothes and buying you new ones, Kurenai said, adjusting her headband. What? I love orange, Naruto exclaimed, trying to protect his clothes. More than me? She asked. Of course not, he said, chuckling. Well then it's settled, she said, standing up from putting on her sandals. Naruto looked a little sad about the future fate of his clothes. Alright then, I have another mission today, but I shouldn't have to leave till later in the day. The Hokage is assigning a lot of missions recently because soon a lot of our Jonin will be taking on Genin teams. He wants us to take on a lot of missions before we are no longer available to do them, she explained. I'll stop by before I head out, okay, she said. Alright then, I'll come home after classes are over, Naruto said, idly wondering if it would be a good idea to have your girlfriend be your Jonin instructor. Kurenai moved over to him and wrapped her arms around him, kissing him passionately on the lips. Alright then, I'll see you later, Naruto-kun, she said. Bye Kurenai-chan, he said back to her as she disappeared in quick burst of leaves and smoke. Naruto looked at his clock and sighed. Looks like another boring day at the academy for me then, he thought, then went to get ready to make it to class on time. Konohagakure, a few blocks away from the Hokage's tower. Kurenai walked down the street idly thinking on what she should do to pass the time until her boyfriend got out of class. She had received her mission. It was a delivery of important documents to a neighboring town. An easy mission with only a little chance of attack, but the papers would not be ready until much later in the day, giving her plenty of time to have little goodbye fun with Naruto before she left. The thought brought a smile to her face as perverted thoughts ran through her mind, one of which was seeing if she could get him to take her up her rear again. Suddenly her perverted thoughts were interrupted as she saw a female Black Ops member appear in front of her, Yugao by the looks of the hair. The Ambu motioned for her to follow. Kurenai jumped after her, thinking this was important business. Soon they found themselves in an alleyway inaccessible to civilians. It was dark, out of the way, and a perfect place to hold a private meeting. What is it? Kurenai asked, wondering what business an Ambu had with her. Yugao removed her mask and set it down on a nearby crate. She moved up to Kurenai and tossed a small stack of white squares at her. Kurenai plucked them out of the air and turned them over, realizing they were pictures of her and Naruto having. Where did you get these? Kurenai exclaimed, fearful that their secret had gotten out so quick. Yugao walked up to her, getting closer. I took them. I was assigned to look for Naruto when he left the village walls yesterday and found him and you together. I then followed him home and witnessed you arrive at his place and have with him again, Yugao said, her expression giving away nothing. The Hokage still does not know of this and will not know unless I tell him, she said. Kurenai cursed in her mind. She knew this game. She was being blackmailed. What do you want? Kurenai asked, hoping that Yugo's silence didn't cost her too badly. Oh, that's easy. I won't tell the Hokage if you do me a favor, she said. And just what is this favor? Kurenai asked her. Oh, nothing much, Yugao said as she got closer and placed her hands on Kurenai's shoulders. I just want you to have with me, right here right now, she said. Kurenai's eyes widened, having heard what Yugao wanted. What? She exclaimed. You heard me. You had twice with a boy yesterday. It shouldn't be that hard for you to give me a little something as well, Yugao said. After all, if I remember correctly, you and Anko Mitarashi once had fling, correct? Kurenai said, nothing deep in thought. On one hand, if she didn't do this, the Hokage would find out and she and Naruto would never have a chance to be together. But on the other hand, if she did have with Yugao, she would in essence be cheating on her boyfriend only after one day of being together. Kurenai knew the choice she had to make. I can make it up to you later, she thought. But if I don't do this now, we'll never have a chance to be together, Naruto. Kurenai looked up into the other woman's eyes. Alright, I'll do it, she whispered. Yugao smiled and moved in, capturing Kurenai's lips in a kiss. Good. Now that I have you, getting Naruto-kun will be a piece of cake, Yugao thought as she deepened the kiss with the other woman. Konohagakure, isolated alleyway. Yugao moved her arms around Kurenai, completely embracing her as she deepened the kiss by slipping her tongue into the older woman's mouth. Kurenai closed her eyes and hoped it would be over quick. Kurenai tried to block out her feelings as she felt the younger woman's tongue gently lapping at her own. If anything, the woman was skilled with it. Having the very attractive woman like this was giving her feelings that she did not want right now. Another time, another place, and before Naruto and she would have enjoyed this immensely. Now however it just didn't feel right even if her body was getting turned on. Yugao grasped her behind, massaging Kurenai's with her hands. Kurenai moaned softly, trying not to let herself get carried away. Yugao noticed however and slowly and seductively slipped her tongue out of Kurenai's mouth and never taking her tongue away slowly and seductively licked the side of Kurenai's face. Kurenai shuddered in delight despite herself. You can't hide it, I know you were getting turned on by this, she said and backed away from Kurenai, letting the other woman catch her breath. Yugao smiled and removed her vest. She moved her hands to her waist and dropped her pants, revealing she had no panties on. Kurenai, I'm waiting, she said with a smile as she sat up on an old crate. Kurenai looked at the junction of Yugo's legs before moving in and bringing her face right into Yugo's. Her nose resting on Yugo's neatly trimmed pubic hair, Kurenai dug in, greedily eating out the younger woman. Oh, that's good, keep it up, Kurenai. Yugao moaned as she leaned back, getting more and more comfortable as she felt Kurenai's wet tongue enter her. The smell, texture, and wetness made Kurenai lose herself. Closing her eyes, Kurenai gave in, and for now all she would think about would be Yugao and the pleasure she was giving the other woman. Yugao laid completely on her back and stayed here, greatly enjoying the feeling of being eaten out. It had only been a few days ago that she had tried to go ask Hayate out on a date only to learn that he was out on a mission. Then she had been called into the Hokage's office and asked to keep an eye on Naruto Uzumaki, not a strange request. Every Ambo in the village has a story or two about the trouble that kid had gotten himself into at one point or another. Getting sent to look out for him was no hard task, and she had in fact found him quick enough. It was what she had found that had changed her life in ways even she did not know. Now here she was being eaten out by a woman she hadn't even ever thought about Yuli until she saw her and Naruto having. Kurenai's tongue was making itself known, however. Shaking out of her thoughts, Yugao buckled, having reached release. Yugao moaned loudly and came, sending a rush of fluid into Kurenai's mouth. Kurenai stood up, Yugo's liquid still running down her chin. Yugao sat up and captured Kurenai's lips in a kiss, making sure to lick her own juices off her. Not bad, Kurenai, now, strip, she told her. Kurenai brought her hand to her clothes and did as the woman said, trying to do everything as quickly as possible. Yugao watched entranced as the bandages and clothes slipped off Kurenai's body, exposing her body to her eyes. Not bad, Kurenai, not bad at all, Yugao said as she moved over and embraced the woman, once again kissing her on the lips. Kurenai squirmed a little bit as she felt the other woman's hands roam her backside. Yugao was greatly enjoying this and once again slipped her tongue out of her mouth before trailing it down Kurenai's neck and down to her chest. Reaching a mound of flesh, Yugao dipped her tongue in a little more, licking Kurenai's amazing tit. Reaching her nipple, Yugao circled it with her tongue before lapping at it like a kitten. Kurenai moaned a little at her nipple, hardened at the attention. Yugao moved in and gave Kurenai's nipple a quick suck before moving on down her body with her tongue. Reaching under the swell of Kurenai's and down her taut stomach, Yugao briefly dipped her tongue into her navel before sliding down into Kurenai's trimmed bush of hair. Oh, Kurenai let out as she shuddered, feeling Yugo's tongue right above her. Kurenai had to lean back against the wall as Yugao continued her odd journey down her body. Teasingly, Yugao avoided Kurenai's moist and slid her tongue around the edges of Kurenai's, licking in between her and thigh. Wrapping her arms around Kurenai's left leg, Yugao continued her journey down Kurenai's body and moved down her thigh and lower leg. Reaching Kurenai's foot, Yugao removed Kurenai's sandal and using both her hands to hold her foot, licked the underside of Kurenai's foot, sending shudders up the woman's spine. Suddenly, Yugao enveloped Kurenai's big toe in her mouth and sucked on it. Kurenai suddenly felt odd feelings well up in her. Never before had she ever given any thought to that particular part of her body in any usual context before, but right now as she felt another woman suck on her toes, Kurenai's mind began to really enjoy this feeling. But as quick as it came, it was over and Yugao let her foot go and move back up her body. Time for the main event, Kurenai baby. Yugao said and plunged her face into Kurenai's dripping. Oh! Kurenai cried as Yugao assaulted her core with an almost animal-like frenzy. "Hey!" Kurenai yelled as Yugao added a few fingers into her. Yugao had moved a little and was assaulting her while fingering her. MMM, Kurenai moaned as she bit her lip trying not to cry out too loudly. Yugao however gave a wicked smirk and moved her hand away from Kurenai's and quickly slammed her middle finger deep into Kurenai's anus. "Oh, God!" Kurenai yelled. "Yes, oh God yes!" she cried as the pleasure suddenly grew too great to hold back. Yugao happily laughed at Kurenai's increasing wetness as she pumped away at Kurenai, slowly adding another finger into the woman's hot and tight rectum. It had been too much for Kurenai. The sudden stimulation at having her penetrated and finger-ed has sent her over the edge. Gripping Yugo's head with her hands, she held on as an orgasm tore through her, leaving her weak in the knees. Yugao moved up to help Kurenai stand and moved her over to the crates where she laid her down. Panting hard, Kurenai noticed Yugao lick the fingers that had been in her. Kurenai nearly wet herself again just watching that. "You are a dirty little girl, you know that right?" Kurenai said nothing, her face red as she blushed. Yugao smiled and moved up onto the crates with Kurenai and moved so she was on her hands and feet above the other woman facing her. Bending down, Yugao moved into Kurenai's again and started licking. It didn't take long until she felt Kurenai enter her as well. In an almost cheesy old movie scene, music began to sound in the alleyway. It was soft and classical. The building next to them was a music shop and someone must have started playing something. The music however set the mood. With a sort of mutual understanding, both Kurenai and Yugao slowed down. Lying down on top of Kurenai, Yugao and Kurenai gently lapped at each other's pussies. The music continued on almost as if it was the soundtrack to their lovemaking. As the music continued on, so too did they. Kurenai was sitting down on the crate fully dressed as Yugao hugged her from behind, gently kissing her neck. They had finished up moments ago after brining each other to orgasm. It was now that the guilt of enjoying this so much had finally gotten to her. "Yugao, I love Naruto, I can't do this with you," she said, trying to gently move Yugo's hand away from her. "But you're like this as well, right?" Yugao asked as she sucked on Kurenai's neck softly, trying to leave a mark. "I did, but I just can't," she said as a tear rolled down her cheek. Yugao noticed this and knew she had better move a little faster. "Just tell me one thing then," Yugao asked. "If you could have both of us, would you?" Yugao whispered. Kurenai stopped her gentle struggling. "What?" she whispered. Yugao tightened her grip around the other woman. "Think about it, Kurenai. Do you think Naruto would mind all that much? I mean, he is a man after all, and two women is one of their biggest fantasies. And can you honestly tell me it doesn't turn you on? His large pounding away at you while I eat you out, doesn't that send chills down your spine just thinking about it?" she said. Kurenai's eyes were wide as she listened to Yugao. The two of them, at once. Kurenai thought as images of what a scene could look like flashed in her head. Yugao looked at Kurenai's face and noticed her sadness dissipate and be replaced by a redness in her cheeks. "I have you now, he, she thought as she knew Kurenai had reached a decision. Konohagakure, outside the academy. The bell signaling the end of classes rung and Naruto quickly shot out of the building and raced down the streets on his way home. Kurenai-chan will probably be over in a little bit, Naruto thought as he took to the rooftops to get there faster. "I can probably get some training in today before she gets there," Naruto mused as she landed on his veranda and entered his apartment. However, he didn't get very far. As soon as he entered, he saw what was waiting for him on the bed. Right there, lying on his bed, was his girlfriend Kurenai, completely looking into his eyes with a mischievous smile. And right next to her was another equally woman with long purple hair and looking at him just as mischievously. "What the hell?" Naruto thought. "Welcome home, Naruto-kun," Kurenai said as she got up and moved over to him. She bent down and gave him a long passionate kiss. She pulled away and moved behind him, hugging him. "I'd like you to meet Yugao Uzuki, she's a really good friend of mine," Kurenai said as she moved him closer to the bed, where Yugao made no move to hide herself and slowly parted her legs, allowing Naruto to see her. "Hello Naruto-kun, I've wanted to meet you for a while now," she said, smiling. Naruto was blushing like mad and tried to look away from the woman's blatant display. "Oh, hello," he said, embarrassed. Kurenai moved him right up to the edge of the bed, only a short distance away from where the other woman was laying in his bed. "Yugao and I had lengthy discussion about some things, Naruto-kun, and we thought that it would be great if the three of us could be together," she said, blushing. "Together?" Naruto asked, as Yugao looked on with a smile on her face. "Yes, the three of us can be together. Yugao can be both your second girlfriend and she can be my girlfriend as well," Kurenai said as Naruto seemed to get redder. Kurenai laughed softly and kissed him on the cheek. "Come on, Naruto, don't be shy," she said as Yugao sat up and held Naruto close. Bending down, Yugao captured his lips in a kiss as Naruto's eyes went wide. "See, Naruto, she really likes you too," Kurenai said into his ear as he kissed the other woman. Kurenai took the opportunity to move her hands down to his pants and undo them, reaching inside his boxes to grasp him. Naruto moaned softly as he felt Kurenai's hand encircle his and gently pump him as he kissed another woman. Yugao moved her tongue around Naruto's own, making sure she explored carefully. Kurenai took the opportunity to pull down Naruto's pants, releasing his erection. Yugao stopped the kiss and moved back so she could get a better view of Naruto's equipment. My Kurenai wasn't kidding when she said you were big," Yugao said as she took Naruto's into her cool hands, making Naruto shiver. Naruto leaned back into Kurenai's bosom as he felt another woman rub his. Yugao pulled back his skin and touched the head with her delicate fingers, making sure to explore every inch. Kurenai unzipped his orange jacket and took it off him. "Doesn't it feel good, Naruto?" Kurenai whispered into his ear, then captured his lips in her own, kissing him deeply. Reaching under his shirt, Kurenai began to rub his chest as she continued the kiss. In front of Naruto, Yugao moved down and started licking the very tip of Naruto's like a young kid would an ice cream cone. Naruto shuddered in between the two women. He had been hard most of the day, constantly thinking about with Kurenai. Now he was making out with his girlfriend and another woman was giving him a blow job. Kurenai suddenly stopped the kiss and looked down Naruto's front. "Hey, not fair, Yugao, I want him too," Kurenai said mockingly. Yugao moved her head away from Naruto's. "Oh, well then I guess we should share her," Yugao said, smiling. Kurenai quickly took hold of Naruto's shirt and took it off him. Yugao moved to the side of the bed and Kurenai motioned Naruto to climb on and lay on his back. Kurenai quickly took off his sandals, leaving him as they were. "Kurenai-chan, is this okay?" Naruto said, still a little caught off guard at suddenly being with another woman about to have. "Don't worry, Naruto, I want this too. Lay back and I promise you'll enjoy this," Kurenai said. Yugao, already closing in, was soon joined by Kurenai as the two women dragged their tongues down Naruto's shaft. Getting into it, both girls began using their mouths together to bring Naruto to orgasm. Naruto shuddered and grasped at his bed sheets as the two older women went down on him. The hot wetness as they ran their tongues up and down his was getting too much to bear. Kurenai and Yugao then started alternating sucking on his, each one passing it to the other, as after they gave him a few good sucks, bathing his in both their saliva. "Hey, I'm coming," Naruto yelled as it finally became too much to bear and finally blew his load. Kurenai, it seems, had been the lucky one and received a heaping helping of her boyfriend's cum in her mouth. Yugao, somewhat put off that she hadn't received his cum, moved to Kurenai and kissed the lips, drinking Naruto's cum from the other woman's mouth. "Don't be too greedy, Yugao," Kurenai said as Yugao tasted her lips, getting more of that wonderful liquid into her mouth. Kurenai turned to look at Naruto, who was recovering from his orgasm. Kurenai moved over and moved her crotch over Naruto's face. "Naruto, honey, can you lick me?" she said. Naruto looked up into the red, lustful eyes of his girlfriend and nodded, moving his head up and lapped at his girlfriend's. Yugao, meanwhile, was on a mission to receive more of Naruto's wonderful cum. Yugao briefly looked up as Kurenai moved her down onto the boy's face, having him eat her out even more. Returning to her ministrations, Yugao took his rapidly hardening into her mouth and deep-throated him. Naruto moaned out loud but was largely muffled by Kurenai's as she sat on his face. By that time, Kurenai was more than lost in her passion and was actively rubbing herself up and down Naruto's face. "This is amazing," Naruto thought as he lay there with two women on top of him. When I was with Kurenai-chan it was amazing, now I'm with her and with another girl. The feeling his was experiencing inside Yugo's mouth and the feeling of his head between his girlfriend's thighs was an amazing experience. Moving his hands around to Kurenai's backside, Naruto slid a finger into Kurenai's rear entrance, remembering that she really liked that. Kurenai moaned as Naruto entered her. Yugao meanwhile could feel Naruto well up inside her mouth, about ready to blow. She quickly took him out of her mouth. Not a moment too soon, she realized, as Naruto exploded, sending strands of his hot cum onto her tits. Kurenai meanwhile had also came and nearly fell back as she bent backwards in delight. Kurenai fell off to the side of Naruto as he lay there catching his breath. Yugao watched Kurenai and Naruto lay there next to each other as they regained their breath in the aftermath of their orgasms. Yugao moved up and sat between the two of them, her long purple hair falling down her shoulders and covering his. "I hope you two aren't forgetting about me," she said with a smile. Kurenai looked at Yugao. "Well, Naruto will have to take care of you then, I really have to be going," she said. Naruto sat up in the bed looking towards Kurenai. "You have to go already," he said. "Yep, it's getting pretty close and I still have to take a bath," Kurenai replied. Yugao took Naruto and Kurenai's hands and began to pull them up off the bed. "Well, then we should go get cleaned up, don't you think?" Yugao said and led them into Naruto's shower room. Once inside, Yugao moved Kurenai over to the small tub and turned on the water. "Come on, Naruto, let's get Kurenai all cleaned up for her mission," she said, smiling. "I can take care of myself just fine, thank you very much," Kurenai said, blushing. "I know, but it's more fun this way," Yugao replied. Naruto moved over and got sponge and soap as Yugao took the shower head and turned on the hot water, getting Kurenai nice and wet as Naruto began to lather her up. "Yeah, come on Kurenai-chan, just relax, we'll take care of you," said Naruto, smiling at her. "Fine then, just don't get too playful, I have to get to the Hokage's building pretty soon," Kurenai said as Naruto and Yugao began running their hands all over her body, supposedly washing her. Kurenai opened a small box that was on Naruto's dresser that she and Yugao had bought before they had come to his apartment today. Inside were pictures taken with a camera that instantly developed pictures as soon as they were taken to avoid having to take them to a developer. Kurenai and Yugao had purchased the camera together to have a somewhat naughty record of their strange relationship. The first few pictures at the top of the pile were more for Naruto's enjoyment and showed a striptease that she and Yugao had taken pictures of before Naruto had come home. Setting it down, Kurenai moved to the bed and picked up the newly taken pictures. They were of herself, Naruto, and Yugao in several poses together. Most of them were quite graphic, like the one of herself giving Naruto a blow job in the shower that Yugao had taken, and another they had done of herself and Yugao sandwiching Naruto between their bodies in the tub. "We really need to get some non-explicit ones to frame up," Kurenai thought as she placed the newer photos inside the box and hid it inside Naruto's dresser. She moved over to the bed again and picked up her headband. Tying it securely, she went over to the bathroom. "I can't really take any longer, I have to finish the mission," Kurenai thought and looked inside the bathroom. Inside the tub, Naruto and Yugao were making out together. "Alright, I'm leaving. I'll try to be home as quick as I can, Naruto-kun. You and Yugao can have some fun together while I'm gone, okay?" she said. Yugao and Naruto pulled away and looked towards her. "Alright, goodbye Kurenai-chan," Naruto said, a little upset that she was leaving. Yugao smiled at her. "Don't worry, I'll try not to wear him out so bad while you're gone, okay babe?" Yugao said. "Right. Anyway, I'll see you later," Kurenai said and disappeared in a puff of smoke. Yugao moved out of the tub, laid down on the shower floor and spread her legs, letting Naruto see her up close. "Alright then Naruto, time to get to work," she said, smiling. Naruto blushed a bit but moved over to Yugao and held his at her entrance. "What, waiting for Naruto-kun? I haven't had your in my yet," she whispered lustfully. Naruto nodded a bit and slowly brought it into Yugo's. Gently sliding inside her, Naruto began to slowly move himself inside and out. "Oh, that's it, nice and slow," Yugao said dreamily. Taking his all the way inside, Yugao gasped at the fullness he was experiencing. "Oh my Naruto, be careful with that big of yours, you might just get me and Kurenai pregnant," she said. Naruto, however, didn't take it as a joke. "Wait, what?" he said, still inside her. Yugao laughed softly, still having Naruto inside her. Ha ha ha, don't worry, Kurenai and I have been using a special jutsu to stop that from happening. Otherwise you could easily become a daddy in 9 months. She told him. Oh, man, you had me worried for a minute there. I don't think I'm really cut out to be a dad right now, Naruto said, relaxing back into the smooth motions of Yugao. Oh, that feels good, Yugao said softly, greatly enjoying Naruto's big hard wet inside of her. Yugao-chan, how did you and Kurenai even agree to this anyway? He asked her. I saw you and her having. I told her what I saw and asked her, if I could join in, she said in between gasps as Naruto continued to her. To be honest, I kind of seduced her into it, she said. Oh, it's just that I was wondering, it's not like this stuff happens normally, right? Naruto asked her as things started heating up down there and he picked up the pace. Hey, Naruto, you are anything but normal, you're great, Yugao murmured as she neared her own peak as well. Naruto continued pumping away at her and pretty soon came hard. Oh, Yugao, Naruto cried as he pounded deep inside her one last time. Hey, Yugao yelled, feeling his hot seed enter her for the first time. Naruto collapsed on top of her, her hot large ass providing some of the softest pillows he had ever felt. Later that night, Yugao and Naruto cleaned up and went to sleep in his bed. There were few words said between them as Yugao took Naruto into her arms and held him close to her as sleep overtook them both. The next morning, Yugao Uzuki sat at Naruto's side watching him sleep. She was decked out in full Umbo gear with her mask next to her. She moved her hand caressing Naruto's face as she watched him sleep. Suddenly a thought struck her. In her mind, the fourth Hokage's face flashed over Naruto's face. What? It can't be, Yugao thought as she continued to study his face. No, it's just a coincidence, right? She thought. Just then Naruto stirred from his sleep, eyes opening to the morning light. Morning, sleepyhead, you know it's not very ninja-like to sleep in, right? She said. Naruto rubbed at his eyes a bit, then looked at Yugao. Morning. I have to go now. I have some Umbu duties I have to take care of today before we can have any more fun. I'll find you later in the day, alright? She told him. Naruto nodded, still somewhat asleep. Alright, I'll see you later, Naruto said. Yugao leaned in and kissed him softly. She sat up and put her mask on. With a wave of her hand she was gone. Naruto stood up and went to the bathroom to get ready. A little later he came out, teeth brushed and more awake now. Today's going to be a great day, Naruto said out loud after having spent the day before indulging himself in many wonderful activities with his 2 girlfriends. Naruto gave that some thought and blushed a little bit. Guess not many people can say that. He mused to himself happily and moved over to the closet to get ready for the academy. However, on the doors to the closet was a note. Dear Naruto love, Yugao and I bought these 2 while we were out. Remember we talked about this, so I had better not see you back in your old ones when I get back. Love, Kurenai. Naruto quickly opened the doors, confirming his worst fear. All his orange clothes were gone. In their place were different outfits consisting of a tough black leather-like material. Emblazoned on the bottom of the pant legs and at the bottom of the jacket were dark red flames decorating the black leather clothes. He recognized this material. It was the same stuff they used inside those fancy Umbu Black Ops vests. He had heard about it in class one day, one where he was actually awake. Aside from those, there were also other jackets and pants much like his old ones except black and more durable. Looking down below, he also spotted a new pair of combat boots to match the new clothes. Looking at the clothes, Naruto was so overcome by emotion he finally cracked and yelled out loud. Ah, my clothes! Where the heck did they put them? Searching frantically, Naruto suddenly had a bad feeling and looked out one of his windows into the alleyway below. There in the dumpster down below he saw his old orange clothes thrown in the dumpster, now completely ruined by other garbage that had since been thrown on top of them. No! He cried out in despair. About half an hour later, Naruto was dashing down the street decked out in his new clothes and boots. Ah man, I feel like such a weirdo. Why couldn't they have asked me before they threw out all my stuff? Naruto mentally lamented as he dashed down the street, avoiding people's shocked stares. Oh well, at least I'm banging 2 of the hottest kunoichi in this entire village, and I guess the clothes are not too bad. Naruto thought happily as he continued on to the academy. Naruto opened the door and stepped inside the classroom. He was only a little late, but late enough for Iruka-sensei to punish him. Finally decided to join us, Naruto. Iruka said, then noticed what Naruto was wearing. Got a new wardrobe, I see. Well, at least it looks like you're trying to take your shinobi career a little more seriously than before. Still, you'll never learn anything if you don't actually attend class, Naruto. Iruka told Naruto, still angry at him for coming in late. Sorry sensei, I had long night. Naruto said a little nervously and moved over to his usual seat near the back of the room. Alright then, since Naruto missed it, we'll begin at the beginning of the lecture. Iruka said. Even if it was only a couple of minutes of lecture, the class still groaned. Naruto, as was his custom, soon settled into a false look of alertness, only half paying attention. On most days he would drown out Iruka-sensei's lengthy and boring lectures on the history and culture of the village and would only pay attention when the class was doing something worthwhile, like learning some new taijutsu or tips for kunai or shuriken practice. Today was a day like any other and Iruka quickly got into lecture mode, a cue for Naruto to doze off. It had been an incredible few days in the short life of his life, Naruto mused. It was only a short while ago that he had headed out of the village to practice his ninja skills and met Kurenai-chan. In the short time since he had first lost his virginity, he had also had with another girl and participated in a three-way with his two new lovers. Life was really looking up, Naruto thought as his eyes grew heavy. He had two girlfriends, and would soon take the upcoming academy tests and become a real ninja just like his two lovers. One a Jonin and the other an Ambu. Naruto had a lot of catching up to do before he could be an awesome ninja like them. Soon thoughts of the abilities of his girlfriends gave way to their more cruel desires. Naruto's eyes grew heavy and soon drifted off to sleep, thinking of the wonderful experiences he had recently had. Iruka stood right at the front of Naruto's desk and looked down with an angry expression. He had finished his lecture and had looked up to see the students when he had spotted Naruto snoring away his head on the desk. The whole class looked on in barely contained giggles as they watched the drama unfold. Iruka looked down and frowned. Naruto wore a happy smile and was drooling a little bit as he mumbled things in his sleep. Having a happy daydream, eh? Well, not anymore, Iruka thought. Naruto! Iruka yelled loudly in his ear, instantly waking the boy up. Naruto, still half asleep and still dreaming, shot up off his seat and yelled out. I love you, he blurted out unknowingly. He then seemed to look around in confusion as the entire class around him laughed out loud except for the Uchiha, who continued to look away, eyes closed, and that quiet Hyuga girl. Iruka twitched at Naruto's outburst. That nice to know, Naruto. Next time don't fall asleep, he said angrily and motioned to the door. Quiet, he yelled out loud, getting everyone to quiet down. Since all of you are in such a good mood right now, we are doing taijutsu training. Everyone outside now, he said as the class got up, started leaving the room. Iruka turned to Naruto, who was now embarrassed at the fact that he had said that out loud in class. Naruto, you can't continue messing up like this, Iruka said sternly. The exams are coming up and the last 2 times you failed them. Do you want to fail them again? Iruka asked him. Naruto looked down a little ashamed. Of course not, Iruka-sensei. Then why are you always goofing off, Naruto? If you really want to be a ninja, you need to start concentrating on your studies and practice your ninjutsu. Naruto looked a little more serious. I know, Iruka-sensei, it's just lately things have been, well, a little different is all. Iruka looked at Naruto and sighed. Look, Naruto, in the end it's our own actions that determine our fate. It's up to you to decide how you want your own future to turn out, Iruka told him. Naruto nodded, getting the gist of what Iruka was telling him. Alright, I understand, sensei, Naruto said. Good, now let's go outside and join the rest of the class, Iruka said and moved towards the door. Naruto followed him out, thinking about the upcoming tests. It's not like I don't want to train, it's just that I've only just met Kurenai and Yugao, Naruto thought as he headed outside. Konohagakure, training field. Naruto stepped into the small training field in the forest outside of the village. It was an older field, not really used anymore, so no one really ever came around that often to use it, which made it perfect for Naruto to use. Class was over a while ago and Naruto had decided he really did need to start training more serious so he could ace the upcoming test. Naruto moved to the other side of the fields and readied his kunai. Accuracy would be a crucial to the test and he needed to get the highest marks possible to make up for low scores on the written portion which he was sure he would low grades in. Aiming at the target he let the kunai fly and watched it as it embedded itself about 3 inches away from the bull's eye. Suddenly another kunai flew through the air and struck dead on target. You need to extend your hand more and follow through more to hit it, like mine. Naruto quickly spun around and saw Yugao jump down from the tree limb she was standing on. Yugao, Naruto said, stunned by her sudden appearance. She sensually walked up to him, removing her mask as she got close. Oh, Yugao, I didn't see you there. Naruto said, surprised. Well, that is my job, Naruto. Ah, I see you're wearing the new clothes, Kurenai, and I got you. She said as she came up and kissed him on the lips softly. Yeah, well, I kind of didn't have a choice in the matter. Aren't you on duty right now? He asked her a little confused. I am, but I wanted to stop by and see you because I was thirsty. She said, smiling. Thirsty? Yugao smiled devilishly. She quickly moved to Naruto's pants and undid them in the front. Whoa, Yugao, what are you doing? He said frantically. I'm just having a little fun, Naruto, relax, you'll enjoy this, trust me. She said as she grabbed hold of Naruto's and began to pump him, giving him a hand job. Getting him nice and hard, she moved in and took him inside her mouth. Ah, Yugao, Naruto murmured as he felt Yugo's warm wet mouth and tongue all around his. Yugao wrapped gloved hand around the base of his and continued sucking him. Naruto brought his hands to her head and gently thrust himself deeper into her mouth. Encouraged by this, she relaxed her muscles and deep-throated him. Her eagerness finally getting to him, Naruto leaned back and came spilling his seed into his girlfriend's waiting mouth. Yugao greedily drank him up, tasting him as she gulped down his cum. Naruto steadied himself as Yugao licked at her lips and stood up. Now that was really thirst-quenching. She said, running her tongue across her bottom lip. Now, why don't we get down to business? She said. Naruto quickly looked side to side. What? Right here, he said, a little panicked. Yugao frowned a bit and looked back to where she had come from. Fine then, there's a small secluded area by some rocks a little bit that way. We can go over there, she said and pulled Naruto along with her. Arriving at a particularly dense area of the forest where there was a lot of foliage they could use for cover, Yugao turned around and removed her pants, dropping them down. She then casually got down on her hands and knees and stuck out her. She moved the panties she was wearing to the side and revealed herself to Naruto. I'm waiting, Naruto-kun, she said. Naruto looked at what she was showing him and moved into position behind her. He once again took his out of his pants and gently brought it to Yugo's moist lips. Yugao shivered as she felt the cool air against her exposed butt and the feel of Naruto's hard at her entrance. Naruto slowly entered the head of inside and once sure he was inside, quickly thrust forward, burying himself deeply into her. Hey, Naruto, yes, just like that. She moaned softly as Naruto quickly got into a rhythm of quick thrusts into her. Yugao-chan, this is great, Naruto moaned as he continued to his girlfriend doggy style. Naruto moved his hands down to Yugo's cheeks and rubbed them as he moved in and out of her. Having come once already, Naruto was lasting longer than before and was making Yugao coo with pleasure. Yugao lowered her front side and laid her head on her hands as she moved he on in sync with Naruto's thrusts to increase the pleasure. Reaching his limit, Naruto slowed the speed and moved his hands around to her thighs to control her own thrusts. Yugao, I'm almost, he said, panting deeply. I know. Me too, she moaned. Naruto moaned and came. Thick streams of white sperm entered her body and entered deeply into her. Yugao lost it and came, her own juices squirting out and flowing out of her. Naruto looked down at his still stiff member deeply inside Yugo's. The matted hair of her, the way that her two lower lips clammed around his member and the sight of her exposed anus all acted as more stimulus and Naruto quickly got hard again. Naruto pulled out of her and watched as a steady stream of their mixed cum flow out of her and down her legs. Yugao moved to the side and sat on her legs. She looked at Naruto, who was catching his breath, and noticed her still stiff member. Well, you are getting good at this, you're still all hard. She looked at him a little, then a look of embarrassment came over her. She stood up and began cleaning herself with some paper towels she had brought along. Sorry Naruto, but I really have to go now. I've spent too much time here already, she said apologetically. What? But I'm still. She looked at him embarrassed and tried to apologize. Sorry Naruto-kun, but if I don't go right now they'll notice I'm late. Sorry, I'll make it up to you later, she apologized. She gave him a final apologetic look as she smiled and disappeared into the woods, racing to get back to her duties. The forest now quiet again. Naruto looked down at his hard member. Ah, god damn it, he cried out loud. His shoulders slumped down in defeat. He put on his pants with some degree of difficulty and walked back home, trying his best to make sure no one noticed the rather large bulge in his pants. With both his girlfriends away right now, Naruto had no choice but to take care of the problem himself. Naruto stirred in the night. A cool breeze swept across him as his window was opened. Naruto briefly attempted to awaken, but he felt a warm pair of lips placed over his own. When the gentle kiss was over, Naruto opened his eyes and was barely able to make out the shape hovering over him. Kurenai, he whispered softly. Yes, I just got back. We can talk in the morning. Let's just go to sleep, Naruto-kun, she whispered back. All right, he whispered and moved over to make room for her. He heard the sounds of clothes being removed and after a little while felt the weight of someone getting onto the bed. Kurenai pulled open the covers and slipped into bed with Naruto. While Naruto was only wearing his boxes, it was pretty obvious that Kurenai had gotten completely, as he felt her large ass press onto his chest with her warm nipples gently poking at him. She snuggled into his body, resting her head next to his as she moved up to lie on top of him. Naruto hugged her close to him. He could smell the scent she was giving off. She hadn't bathed since she got back from her mission, but she didn't smell bad. It was in fact the opposite. It was a comforting scent that seemed only to draw him in closer to her, wanting to take her in completely. Naruto held her in his arms as Kurenai got comfortable. Good night, Naruto-kun, she whispered as he felt her warm breath on his neck. Good night, Kurenai-chan, he said back. Finally together again, the two of them drifted off to sleep in each other's arms. The morning light entered Naruto's small apartment once more, as it did every morning. For Naruto, however, this was anything but a regular morning. Waking up, he was greeted by the sight of his beautiful girlfriend in his arms. Naruto awoke fully and stayed there watching Kurenai sleep. She was so gorgeous, he thought. Noticing that she still had her makeup on and that her white and red battle dress was on a chair across from his room was obvious evidence that she had arrived at his home right after her mission. She's so beautiful, Naruto thought, then looked down and remembered that she was also, and hot. He added, as things normally go in the morning, and compounded by his girlfriend's state of undress, Naruto got an erection that did not go unnoticed by his current bedmate. I see you're up, Kurenai murmured, putting some emphasis on the word up. Naruto bushed a little bit. Sorry, he said, feeling his press into Kurenai's body. She opened her eyes and smiled at him. Morning, she said with a smile on her face. Naruto looked at her and smiled as well. Good morning, Kurenai-chan, he said, smiling back at her. Kurenai got up off him, the cover slipping off her and revealing her body to him. Naruto looked at her and it seemed as though he had gotten harder. Kurenai saw this and smiled at him. Come on, Naruto, let's take a bath and I can take care of that for you, she said with a naughty smile on her face. Naruto needed no further encouragement and followed after her into the bath. Once inside, Naruto took off his boxes and joined Kurenai in the bathing area. Kurenai turned the hot water on to fill the tub and then motioned him over to where they would wash up before entering the tub. How did your mission go? Naruto asked her as they began to wash each other's bodies as they had done so in the past. Fine, I got back to the village as fast as I could yesterday and came here as soon as I could last night. I still need to report in today though, she told him as they lathered up. What about you? Did you and Yugao have fun while I was away? She asked with a smile on her face. Well yeah, he said, a little embarrassed about it though. Kurenai laughed a little. Is that so? Well, maybe we can get with her later on today then, she said. Naruto nodded, still embarrassed at the thought of having with them both at the same time again. As they were rinsing off, however, a thought struck Kurenai as she washed the suds off her feet. Suddenly flashes of memory came back to her from that time that Yugao and her had had in the alleyway. Kurenai looked up at Naruto's questioning glance and smiled. "Naruto, can you do me a favor?" she asked him shyly. Naruto nodded eagerly. "Of course, what is it?" he asked. Kurenai motioned at her feet. "Last night when I was coming back to the village I kind of twisted my ankle," she said. "It was a lie but only a small one. I was hoping you could give me a foot rub," she said bashfully. Naruto, however, didn't react negatively at all. "Sure, I'd love to," he said smiling. Kurenai smiled and looked around, spotting some towels nearby. She moved over to them and placed them down on the floor where she laid down on top of them. "Over here, you can sit right there," she said, motioning him to a spot on the floor directly in front of her feet. Naruto moved and sat down as Kurenai placed her feet on his lap. "I haven't really done this before, I don't know how good I can do it," he told her as he took her feet into his hand and started massaging them. With the warmth and the humidity rising and creating steam in the small bathroom, Kurenai was relaxing more and more as her boyfriend went to work on her feet, which had in fact been rather sore after running home all night. "Don't worry, just be gentle and thorough," she said as she laid back and enjoyed the massage. Naruto, making sure to do his best, made sure to gently massage everything and make it as pleasurable to her as possible. Kurenai was feeling herself greatly enjoying the touch, having never before had this type of massage. Still, if there was one thing that she had learned when she had hooked up with Yugao, is that she really liked the feeling of having her toes sucked on. "Naruto," he looked at her questioningly. "What is it, Kurenai?" he asked. Kurenai blushed even more, scarlet around her cheeks. Naruto, when I was with Yugao, she sucked my toes. I was kind of hoping you could do the same," she whispered, hoping he would say yes. Naruto looked down at her feet. He had never really given any thought to something like that, but he also hadn't ever given any thought to being a girl in tea, and Kurenai really liked that too. He held her feet and decided that they were pretty attractive, and if Kurenai wanted it, then he would do his best to make sure she enjoyed it. "Of course, Kurenai-chan," he said. Kurenai blushed like mad as she saw him take her foot up to his mouth and gently take her big toe into his mouth. Kurenai leaned back and took her hand to her. With Naruto working her feet, she began to work some fingers into hers. She felt the once bizarre action now give her pleasure. Naruto sucked and moved his tongue all around her every toe. Hearing her moan, he looked up and noticed that she was masturbating while he was doing this. Kurenai looked up and noticed he was getting very hard and she had promised him release. Moving her other foot to his, she gently began stroking him with her foot as he sucked on her other one. Kurenai," he moaned as they felt her use her foot on his. Kurenai moaned, still sliding her own fingers in and out of her. "Don't worry, Naruto, I want to try this," she said, and moved her 2 feet to encircle his with her feet and get him off. Peeling back his foreskin, she took the tip of his between her the big toe of one of her feet and used her other big toe to massage the tip. Naruto braced himself as Kurenai really got into this and began to give him an expert foot job. It was getting hot in the bathroom. The heat of the water and the heat that they were generating in each other was building. Finally, Naruto reached his limit and came. His exploded as Kurenai's dual act turned out to be very effective and caused him to release his seed all over her feet. Kurenai felt him cover her feet and looked at them. Suddenly overcome by the strange desire to taste it, she took her feet up to her mouth and began to lick her feet clean. Watching her do that, Naruto once again grew stiff and ready to go again. Kurenai licked up a glob of Naruto's sperm off her foot and swallowed. She looked up and smiled. "Come here, Naruto, me Naruto-kun, me until we're both satisfied," she said as she used her index and middle fingers to spread her lips open for Naruto to see her. Naruto moved in between her legs and positioned himself at her entrance. "I love you, Kurenai," he said as he entered her with his. "And I love you, Naruto," she said as she began to shake under the pleasure of Naruto's inside her. Having finished their love-making and finally getting into the tub to relax a bit, they stepped out of the bath and over to the bedroom where they began to get ready for the day. Naruto was getting into his new clothes, which Kurenai had said looked really good on him. Kurenai meanwhile was reapplying the purple eyeliner she usually wore above her eyes from a small cosmetics bag she had placed among Naruto's things a while back. There was a knock on the door and it soon opened to reveal Yugao once again in full Umbu gear. Still out on missions? Kurenai asked sympathetically. Yugao nodded once again, removing her mask. Yup, I have another one all day today. But I see you're back. How did it go? She asked Kurenai. Okay, there were no